Ooh, go, go, go! Hey everyone, Henriello here, welcome back. Right now we are going to watch Stalag 17 directed by Billy Wilder. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Remember to like and subscribe if you'd love to see more of my reactions to Billy Wilder, Sidney Lumet, and Fritz Lang movies, because I'm going to be watching more of their movies in the coming weeks. And right now I'm very excited for Stalag 17, so let's go!
What gets me is that there never was a movie about POWs, about prisoners of war. I spent 2.5 years in Stalag 17. Stalag is the German word for prison camp. And number 17 was somewhere on the Danube. In our compound, there were about 630 of us, all American airmen, all sergeants. It was about a week before Christmas in '44. Manfredi and Johnson were just getting set to blow the place.
Animal! Animal! Betty Grable's on the phone.
The moment he heard the phrase, he just got up immediately.
Anybody ask for your papers, you're French laborers. Stop it, Joey. Joey.
Did you calculate the risk? Ready.
Show 'em, boys. Take care.
All along, easy does
We're with you, all of us.
We'll miss you, Crutch.
Only 2 of them are escaping. If the Germans keep a record of every prisoner, then by next morning they'll know that they're gone. Keep your fingers crossed and I'll hold my breath for them.
I bet they make it all the way to Switzerland.
And I bet they don't get out of the forest.
Now, what kind of crack is that?
2 packs of cigarettes so they don't get out of the forest.
I'll take 5.
8. Put me down for 10.
I'll cover 3.
And a half. No buts.
No buts, no buts.
They must have been working on this tunnel for quite a long time. It's amazing the Germans didn't find this tunnel.
Let's go.
Oh! Oh, he's not gonna make it. The 3 of them waiting of a freaking machine gun.
Price was elected security.
Okay, security, what happened?
They knew the hole was there.
Maybe the Krauts knew about the tunnel all the time.
Yeah.
Every morning at 6 on the dot, they'd have the appel. That's roll call to you. Our alarm clock was Feldwebel Schultz.
Auf den roll call, everybody out!
You killed them, huh? Both of them?
Oh, such nice boys. It makes me sick
Don't wear it out.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Jawohl.
Then droppen Sie dead!
Always with the jokes. Aufstehen!
What would you like for breakfast? Bacon and eggs, sunny side up.
Stop it, Harry. I'm warning you.
Strawberry shortcake, a filter
I'll
fish.
kill you,
Chocolate,
Harry,
a chicken,
say
and
Harry.
a king. Let go, animal. It's roll call.
Why are you tempting him with delicious food?
As long as you're gonna move somebody in, how about a couple of them Russian broads? Just get us a couple with beautiful glockenspiel.
Droppen Sie das raus! Raus!
Now, boy, now.
They said the suspect that could be an informer in their barracks. It might be Joey when he blows the piccolo, it's a signal or something. But I'm just guessing. Too early to tell.
Guten Morgen, Sergeants. I understand we are -2 men this morning. Here I am trying to be your friend and you do these embarrassing things to me. Fortunately, those 2 men... Nobody has ever escaped from Stalag 17. Not alive, anyway. The iron stove in Barrack 4, the one camouflaging the trapdoor, will be removed.
Yep, they know about the tunnel.
And I'll have a little Christmas tree for every barrack. You will like that. Who did this? Exactly 5 seconds to step forward. Then you'll all stand here if it takes all day and all night.
Well, they're very united.
There will be delousing with ice water from the hoses.
Dismissed!
Oh, the thing that animal threw was his piccolo. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
These Nazis ain't kosher.
Yeah, you can say that again.
These Nazis ain't kosher.
I said you could say it again. That doesn't mean you have to repeat it.
Maybe there's somebody in our barracks tipping them off, like one of us. One of us is a stoolie, a dirty, stinking stoolie. New dames in the Russian compound!
It's suspicious that that guy has, you know, a whole stash of cigarettes and he has his own soap. What was his name? Soften?
Hey, Rusky! Look at those Boblinskis! Wait for me!
What is he then?
Let me go!
They'll shoot you.
Let me go! Let me go!
Dang.
Let me go!
Betty Grable!
How are you gonna get me a date with Betty Grable?
We go to the house, and I ring the bell, and when she comes to the door, I say, we have voted you the girl we'd most like to be behind barbed wire with. And I'm here to present the award.
What's the award?
You're the award.
Me?
Anyone else want potato soup?
Yo, what?
Chow!
He's using the potato soup to wash the rags.
You have to put your socks in my breakfast.
Tough luck.
You see how come he's got an egg?
Where did it come from?
From a chicken, Bugwit.
A chicken lays those things. Don't you remember, Animal?
Is it all right if we smell it?
Just don't drool on it.
You're not going to eat the shells.
Help yourself.
Oh no.
We're going to plant it, Animal. We're going to grow us a chicken for Christmas.
What'd you give the Krauts for that egg?
45 cigarettes.
The Krauts shoot Manfredi and Johnson last night, and the day's out trading with
The
them.
first week I was in this joint, somebody stole my Red Cross package, my blanket, and my left shoe. Since then, I've wised up. This is everybody for himself. Dog eat dog.
How come you were so sure Manfredi and Johnson wouldn't get out of the forest?
I wasn't so sure. I just liked the odds. What do you think the chances are of getting out of here? Me, I'm staying put. I'm going to make myself as comfortable as I can.
This war's gonna be over someday. Then what do you think we'll do to Kraut kissers like you?
That's enough, Step.
All right, Eddie.
Eddie!
Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, all men from Texas will meet behind the north latrine. All right, Eddie. Are the doors covered?
Yeah, the doors are covered.
Okay, Steve, give him the radio.
Whoa.
Catch the man and get the antenna going. We'll see if we can catch the BBC.
Get the antenna. Get the antenna. Got the antenna. I got the ball. I got the ball.
Isn't that pretty obvious? There's a wire running into the barracks.
Of von Rundstedt's army are pouring into the wide breach.
Krauts are busted through.
See what I say? There's a wire. That's too obvious.
Ist das nicht ein Volleyball? Wunderbar!
He just gave him his rifle.
And now, gentlemen, we will grab some shovels and we will undig that tunnel which you digged.
Why don't we just plug up the tunnel with the commandant on one end and you on the other?
Come on, Schultz, spill it. How'd you get the information? Who's giving it to you? Which one of us is it? Which one of you is what? Which one of us is the informer? You are the craziest people. That's why I like you.
Oh, that confirms it. I did notice a chessboard and I was like, no one's even playing chess. But apparently it is one of the informant's communication methods.
I guess it's about time I told you a few more things about that Sefton guy. He was a big-time operator, always hustling, always scrounging. Every Saturday and Sunday, he'd put on horse races.
10 on Schnickelfritz.
Equipoise.
Schnickelfritz.
Equipoise.
Come on, boys. The horses are at the post.
Equipoise?
Equipoise.
And they're off and running at Stalag 17.
How did he manage to catch 5 mice? Yeah.
This way!
Right now, you dog! The winner is number 5, Schnickelfritz.
Schnickelfritz. I told you, Schnickelfritz.
Another one of his enterprises was the distillery. He ran a bar right in our barracks selling
What?
schnapps at 2 cigarettes a shot.
Yo, this guy's an inventor.
I'm telling you, it ain't fair. She married an orchestra leader.
So what? There's other women. I'll get you a date with some of those Russian women.
You'll get me a date.
I figured it's a little gimmick. Sharp. Sometimes I'm so sharp, it's frightening. What are you trying to do? Embalm us while we're still alive?
All the house guarantees is you don't go blind.
Blind? Harry! Harry, I'm blind! Harry! Harry, where are you?
When Sefton put up the observatory, he scrounged himself some high-powered Kraut lenses and a magnifying mirror that cost you a cigarette or a half a bar of chocolate a peek. After 2 years in that camp, just the idea what was behind that window sure spruced up your voltage.
Imagination. Sefton really is an inventor, an engineer, and a businessman. He's a genius.
By the time we get to look, they'll be old hags.
Simmer down, boys, simmer down. There'll be a second show when they put the next batch through.
The second show.
When the Krauts find that gadget, they'll throw us all in the boob.
They know about that gadget. I grease the crowd guards. I give them 10% of the take.
And maybe a little something else, Sefton. Maybe a little information.
Break it off!
It's Harry and the animal. They're trying to sneak into the Russian compound.
What kind of thing is that? Drawing, the line isn't even straight.
Look at him go!
Those idiots will paint themselves right into their graves.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Olga, wait for me!
The animal. The window.
That's something out of a cartoon. They receive mail.
The Commandant is sending every barracks a little Christmas present. A copy of Mein Kampf. All American prisoners are to be indoctrinated with the teachings of the Fuhrer. Unquote. In my own words. Unquote. Shapiro, Coleman.
Yo!
Shapiro,
Wow, he has a lot of letters.
Shapiro, Agnew.
Here.
And just what makes you so popular?
All those dames want is Sugar Lip Shapiro.
Really? Maybe he sent them to himself. I'm surprised they even get mail. And they can write mail out, too.
I saw a wonderful article on German prison camps in one of the magazines. They showed pictures of the tennis courts, and they also say that in the winter they freeze them over so you boys can ice skate.
What the heck is this?
What do all those broads say?
What do they always say?
It's from a finance company.
So they want the third payment on the Plymouth, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth.
Sugar Lip Shapiro.
Even when he's in a prison camp, they still send him a letter.
My wife. I found the most adorable baby on our doorstep. I've decided to keep it for our very own. Now, you won't believe it, but it's got exactly my eyes and nose. Why does she keep saying I don't believe it?
She's cheating on you, bro.
I believe it.
You're in denial. Full on 100% denial.
Meet our new guests, Lieutenant Dunbar, and this is Sergeant Bagradian.
Lieutenant!
Seems like all the railroad lines out of Frankfurt are fouled up because somebody blew up an ammunition train.
The lieutenant did it. Right in the station. 50 German guards around.
Lieutenant Dunbar?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be James Schuyler Dunbar from Boston.
Yes, sure would.
His mother's got $20 million.
25.
Say, with all your mother's pull, how come you're not a chicken colonel by now?
Lay off, I said, unless you want your head handed to you.
Annam, how many times have I told you? You always got a paw from the left.
What? Why? He had a tea bag in his pocket. 3 dunks each.
How'd you blow up that train with 50 guards around?
Fixed myself up a little time bomb. Broke open the window, and when the ammunition train started pulling out, I just tossed the thing into an open car.
Boom. Understand? Broke every window in Frankfurt. Understand?
I don't know who he's imitating.
The Krauts have a way of getting information.
Yeah, especially in this barracks.
Oh.
That's what we'd like to know.
And all your dough won't help you here, because here you're on your own. And no mother to throw you a life belt. Sorry, boys, my taxi's waiting.
What information are they giving this time? To tell them how the lieutenant blew up the ammunition train?
Get ready. Here he comes. Mit der Glockenspiel und der Basternholter. Everything is Gesundheit. Kaputt.
Attention!
Heil
Heil it!
Is you all good little Nazis? Ja! About face! Sieg Heil!
Ah, one Führer is enough. Now, please, gentlemen, take off those mustaches.
How they even get all the mustaches?
To inspect the camp and find out whether we are living up to the international convention. I'm sure you will find that we are treating you very well.
Sure you are.
We'll put pink ribbons on the bed bugs.
The commandant also sends you clean blankets.
We had them last year. 5 minutes after the Geneva man was gone, the blankets were gone.
Of course.
Give me the radio.
We have no radio.
All right, gentlemen, I will find it myself.
He knows exactly where it is. It's a good disguising place, though.
Now, outside, everybody! Everybody out for the blankets!
So the previous message was about the radio.
Whoever that stoolie is, he's sure batting 1,000.
Yeah, the guy I want to talk to is Sefton. Has anybody seen Sefton?
When did the crowds trade him for the radio?
I don't know.
Why don't we just look in these footlockers?
Ooh.
But I got the goods on Mr. Sefton. Because this time he didn't shake me. Take a look for yourself. It'll curdle your guts.
The Russian women.
How'd he get over there?
Walked right through the gate, past the guard like it was some Kraut field marshal.
Now we know what he got for the radio.
Oh, hey, don't take it out on a telescope. I mean, when he left, he had like a bottle of what I suspect is alcohol. Maybe he used that to get through the gate.
What's the matter, boys? My slip showing? What's this? Who did it?
We did it.
We know he's the stoolie, and we know what the payoff is. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with what? You put 2 and 2 together, and it comes out 4, only it ain't 4.
What's it add up to you, Sefton?
It adds up that you got yourselves the wrong guy.
Lieutenant Dunbar came to apologize for the accommodations. How would you like to join me in my quarters? I have a nice fire going.
I see, previously they didn't know that he blew up the train.
How did he ever find out about that ammunition train? We didn't say anything to anybody, not a word. Not until we hit this barracks.
I suppose some jerk's gonna say I did it. Why don't you try it one at a time?
Oh, he's gonna be half dead by morning.
The Geneva man showed up with some presents for us. There must have been a slip-up someplace because suddenly we wound up with 2,000 ping-pong balls.
You must get out of your bunk. The Geneva man is coming to inspect the back. Du lieber Gott, how do you look?
How about 200 cigarettes for yourself?
200 cigarettes? What is it you want from me?
Who is he? How do you do it?
I don't want those cigarettes.
Oh, yes, you do. I'll make it 400.
No, 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 no.
How many do you want? 1,000?
No, no, no.
Take them. Take them. Take them.
That does not help Sefton's case.
When the Geneva man comes to the barracks, I do not want you to complain to him, because I've orders to report everyone who complains.
You got off lucky last night, Sefton. One more move and you'll wake up with your throat cut. There are 2 guys in this barracks that know I didn't do it. Me and the guy that did do it. And he'd better watch out, the guy that left me holding the stick.
Everybody at attention for the Geneva man!
As for the blankets, you will notice they're very warm. They also smell of mothballs. When were they issued? This morning? Here you see a typical meal the prisoners are getting.
Bean soup with ham hocks. Would you like to taste it?
Thank you, no. Are there any complaints? Don't be afraid to talk.
They can't.
I like it here.
Who beat you?
Nobody beat me. We were playing pinochle.
There was a man removed from this barracks last night. A Lieutenant Dunbar. We'd appreciate your looking into it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Of course you did.
Just give me 5 minutes on that couch, will you? 5 minutes.
General von Pfeffinger? Oberst von Scherbach, Stalag 17. Jawohl, Herr General. Lieutenant Dunbar, sabotage. Jawohl, General.
He did the whole salute. Oh, he wore the boots just to do that salute.
I haven't slept in 3 days.
You will remember the name. Scherbach.
Is this Lieutenant Dunbar?
It is. He is a saboteur.
He's a prisoner of war until you can prove sabotage.
I didn't do it.
According to the Geneva Convention, this
Is there
man...
anything in the Geneva Convention that'll let a guy sleep? Huh?
If you insist on details, I have ways of finding out about that blasted time bomb.
I believe it. I believe it.
Trying to convince himself constantly.
We're building us a smudge pot so Patton can find us when he comes. You'll be able to see our smoke signal 4 miles away.
But Patton is 400 miles away.
It was Price. He was the one who dug the tunnels. So of course he could inform the Germans, right? People don't notice when the bulb is tight and when it's not, huh? I guess when you don't really focus on something, you don't notice it.
Well, I mean the lieutenant. He hid a time bomb on him, right? You take a book of matches, light a cigarette. It takes about 3 minutes for the cigarette to burn down. Then it sets off the matches.
Well, he's got his information now. But you see, here's the thing though. The guy only told Price, so once this information gets out, then they'll know that it's Price. Oh, but then again, nobody knows what's happening to Lieutenant Dunbar, so they wouldn't know anyway.
Here's a present for you, Joey.
Take it.
I'll open it for you.
Oh, they got him a new one.
Everybody out of the barracks!
You want to get killed? Not particularly.
Passen Sie ab.
Oh, so...
Like a magic trick. So in this one, he had to show it to him. It's hard to write down.
So it got to be Christmas Day in Stalag 17. If you ask me, it was more like the 4th of July with all the fireworks that were to go off all at once.
I love you. Whoa. They really decorated the whole place with ping pong balls.
You don't want to cry over a dame that doesn't even know you're alive?
There comes a time in every man's life when he wants to be left alone. Or go away.
All right, who wants the Queen of the May? You look like Cary Grant. You want to dance with me?
Well, I'd love to, Queenie, but, well, one of the other girls asked me first. Bye, darling.
That does sound like Cary Grant. I mean, I can imagine it. Wouldn't it have been funny if that actually was Cary Grant?
Maybe that Stooley's not an American at all. Maybe he's a German that Kraut's planted in this barracks. Sharing our bunks, eating our chow, right in amongst the ones that beat me up. Except he beat hardest. The point is, what do you do with him? Tip your mitt and the Jerry's pull him out of here and plant him in someplace else like Stalag 16 or 15. You kill him off. Krauts turn around and kill off the whole barracks. Every one of us.
Why don't we get any news about Dunbar?
He'll be back. They got no proof.
They've got proof now. He's gonna think that that's Betty Grable. Because the way he sits is about the same too.
Betty.
Betty.
May I have this dance, miss?
Why, sure.
Pinch me, darling. Pinch me so I'll know I'm not dreaming. The words that make you mine. I'm crazy about that little nose of yours. I've been crazy about you for years.
Animal, wake up. Wake up. Animal, this is me, Harry Shapiro.
Why'd you wake him up so early? Like, give him some more time to enjoy. See, now I've gone and made him cry.
The SS men are here to pick up Dunbar. They're taking him to Berlin.
Hoppy and I have figured out a long shot. I've got all the other barracks behind us.
You don't think you can snatch Dunbar? Not from the SS.
We're sure going to make a stab at it.
What's their plan? How are they gonna save him?
Aren't you a little afraid to turn the stoolie loose on that compound?
You're going to stay here in the barracks, Sefton, and not a peep out of you.
Okay, then put a guard on me. I want you to put a guard on me. Wouldn't you feel safer with security on the job?
Okay, Price, you stay here. We'll take care of Schultz. Come on.
Wow, that's one way to corner him.
You're from Cleveland, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland.
And you were with the 36th Bomb Group?
35th. Are you questioning me?
Sefton has got Price checked. Checkmated? Nah, checked in the barracks. So Price can't tip off Schultz. Oh, the signal. Ah, that's the thing filled with ping pong balls. It'll create a whole lot of smoke and fire, but not an explosion, right? Oh, using that as cover. Right. So the watchtower can't simply shoot.
Where was Dunbar? It sure drove the Krauts crazy looking for him, but nobody knew where Dunbar was hidden. Nobody except Hoffy, and he wouldn't even tell us.
Smart move.
The Krauts searched under the barracks, they searched the roofs, they even searched the bathroom and the commandant's office. But no Dunbar. He just couldn't figure how a guy could disappear from the compound and still be there. But Dunbar was there all right.
They didn't check here. In the water. That's tough for him too. Imagine having to stay in the water for an entire 24 hours. He's gonna lose body temperature. He's gonna get cold.
One of us is going to have to take Dunbar out of the camp tonight. We'll draw one dog tag. The guy who goes with it does the job.
I hope they didn't put Joey's tag in there.
Everybody but Joey, and you know who.
Let me do it, Huffy.
You want to go?
Nah, I just want to draw.
Okay, draw.
Suppose we call this my tag. I'll take him out.
Any objections, man?
Not from me. He can have it.
Who are we to argue with a hero?
Better cut out in back of the south latrine.
Why the south latrine?
Because that's where he is, in the water tank.
2 packs of cigarettes say Dunbar never gets out of the compound.
Are you starting that again?
We warned you, Sefton. You were going to slit the throat of that stoolie. Only make sure you got the right throat. Or would you rather see Dunbar lying out there in the mud in the morning like Manfredi and Johnson? The Germans know where Dunbar is. You told them, Hoffy.
Who did?
You did.
You get this guy out of my hair so I can go.
Go where? To the commandant's office and tell him where Dunbar is?
Why, I'll kill you for that.
True, he took the 3 slaps.
Always screening everybody. Only who screens you? They sent him to spy school and fixed him up with phony dog tags.
He's lying. He's just trying to get himself off the hook.
He said shut up.
You heard what he said.
Let's have the mailbox. The what? The one you took out from the corner of your bunk and put in this pocket. They used to put a loop in the cord. Did you ever notice? Hollow black queens. And when there was a special delivery, they'd pull a phony air raid to get us out of here, like last night, for instance.
Oh, no, he couldn't get in that hole on time. Oh, damn, he didn't stand a chance. Yep, just like Sefton didn't stand a chance when they were beating him up.
Brother, were we all wet about you? Forget it.
Well, he wouldn't mind him striking a match against him now.
Now let's have the wire cutters.
Oh, he volunteers.
You taking Dunbar?
You betcha. For the first time, I like the odds. Because now I got me a decoy. When I go, I want you to give me 5 minutes. And then you throw Price out into the compound, nice and loud. He'll draw every light from every goon tower.
What's the matter, Price? You said you were going to save Dunbar, didn't you? So now you're getting your chance.
Yeah, he is.
You're not disposing of those Russian broads, are you?
Get yourself 100 cigarettes for the Kraut guards. Then get yourself another face. You could use a new one, too. If I ever run into any of you bums on a street corner, just let's pretend we never met before.
So Softon likes the odds this time because there's a decoy. A decoy they wouldn't mind to sacrifice. That was so close. I mean, he's gotta be a little bit weakened after staying in that same exact posture for so long.
Shut off the moaning or you have the machine guns on us.
Oh.
Shut it off, Lieutenant. My legs are frozen.
Yeah. Oh.
Just in case your camarade in the hard of hearing.
Funny, ain't it? In your own fatherland, by your own soldat.
Oh. Wow, amazing. He still hasn't gotten shot.
This is it.
Ooh, go, go, go.
Let's blow, Chauncey.
Let's go. Oh man, his legs. They're gonna discover who it really is. That's right. It's your own spy. You killed him.
The crud did it.
I'd like to know what made him do it.
Maybe he just wanted to steal our wire cutters. You ever think of that?
And I'd like to believe they made it. They made it out. And not just out of the, the barracks, and not just out of the compound, but they made it out to their destination. Maybe even back to the States. I quite like this movie. Stalag 17, the prisoners of war in a compound with an informant among them. Turns out the informant isn't an American, it's a German. It wasn't someone who's betraying their own people or betraying their own fellow men, but a German informant planted as an American. William Holden looks a bit thinner here compared to when he was in Sunset Boulevard. Maybe he lost weight to take on the role for this movie. One thing that I admire from the prisoners are their creativity and resourcefulness, how they sneak things around like the radio, and how they set up the antennae for the radio and the wires, and how they do all this stuff. I feel like it's quite amazing because even though they're prisoners, that they can still, find a way to live or survive the best that they can, just like Softon did. Softon is an inventor, he's an engineer, he's a businessman, and he's so creative. He creates all these business models by himself within the prison camp, and he makes plenty of cigarettes off it. I wouldn't say money, because they don't even use money to trade. There was the question of, once you find out who the informant is, what do you do? I think Sefton was smart enough not to immediately reveal Price as the informant the moment he found out, because he knew that just revealing him, would get Price sent away and then planted in a different barracks or a different stalag. Softon bided his time and waited until just the moment he felt was right before he revealed that information. And I like that point about him too, because he is patient. He could take a beating and he still found out who the informant was, and he revealed the information just at the right time. He is also a character who doesn't take unnecessary risks. The only reason he volunteered to help Dunbar escape was because he felt that the odds were better this time, because they could use Price as a decoy. I feel like Softon is a type of character who would survive and thrive in any type of environment. I'm sure when he gets back to America or wherever he goes, he will find a way, start up a business, and he'll be very successful at it because he's a smart man. Another thing I really liked is the unity of all the sergeants, all the men in the compound. A prime example of this is when Animal, threw the thing in the mud and splashed mud all over the field. I think it was a field marshal's boots. And when he stepped forward, everyone else stepped forward because no man left behind. And it's really great to have unity, especially in the moments like this when you're stronger as a united group. The movie is also littered with plenty of like comedic scenes, which sometimes feels like it's something they take out of a cartoon. So it isn't just like a fully 100% serious movie. Like they try to make it a little bit light, try to insert jokes here and there. And yeah, I think that's fine. It's not a super serious movie. Overall, I'd say that I quite enjoyed this movie. What do you guys think about Stalag 17? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.